It's the Minnesota Twins taking on the Houston Astros. You can feel the energy in this building. They are fired up for Game 1. Back with that after this. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Game 1 is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture Game 1, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
All right, the stage is set for what should be a really good Game 1 as this series gets underway. Introductions wrapping up down on the field, and first pitch just minutes away. Just about set to go now, and today's starter, Addie Wexler. What should we keep an eye on here?
She's going to come at hitters with a 4-seam fastball and a 2-seam fastball, and she's able to maintain really good spin rate on the 4-seam fastball. A lot of times players lose that when they go to a 2-seamer. Very effective with both pitches.
Okay, all set to go. Here's O'Neal Cruz. She deals. That one finds the zone, so we're off and running in Game 1. Next offering is fouled back. Stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Center field, Lawler on the move. He's got it, and there's one down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Dylan Cruz, the next to hit, takes ball 1. 1 out, base is empty. That misses, and now 2-0. And a base hit right there.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
To third might be 2. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. First and second, 1 out. Here's Riley Green. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Hurley on the move, racing back. And it's gone. He'll take a trot around the bases. And now they're out in front. It's 3-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
And here is John Callahan. And first offering is fouled off. Already 3 runs across in the frame here in Game 1 of the ALDS. Swings through that one out in front that time. Just missed.
I think she wanted the call on the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now she's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed so she can adjust her sights just a little bit.
That's a little bit low. And there's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Foul ball.
Albies is playing on the road, so you know that means he's been FaceTiming with his pet fish. This guy owns a few home aquariums, and it's no secret he likes talking to his fish when he's away. In fact, Albies had cameras installed so he can check on the fish anytime he wants.
Digging in, Charles McNally. Sliced hard but foul.
She's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
2 outs. And that's in for a strike. And the count is 1-2. Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Twins 3 and the Astros nothing. So a runner at third, 2 men out. Wexler will hit next. Pretty amazing athlete. This player is power and speed. Quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? She swings and fouls one off.
She's like my Trout. You figure whatever you put in her hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, she can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Time call.
Timeout.
Packed house here at Dyken Park. The pitch. Backed off the plate that time. And she couldn't hold back. She's rung up on strikes. Game 1 of the division series. And the batter will be the shortstop, Brooks Lee. Inside, just missed. This park is absolutely electric for this game. Such a great postseason atmosphere. And another ball.
Nothing like the drama you get in the postseason, Dave. Love being a part of these games.
Swung on, belted. This one's out of here. Into the archways. Kiss that ball goodbye. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Blake Mitchell stands in now and watches strike 1. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the second. It's just off the inside edge. Fastball for a strike.
So far, all we've seen in this at-bat are fastballs. Look for her to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
Struck him out looking. O'Neal Cruz, the next Twin up to hit. He's 0 for 1. Ball 1, no strikes.
So O'Neal Cruz is named after Paul O'Neal. That was his father's idol in baseball, so he named his son O'Neal. In 2022, they finally met each other when the Pirates played the Yankees in New York, and I'm sure that was a moment that O'Neal Cruz will never forget. With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
That missed by a lot.
2-2.
It's 2-2. And that one missing low.
Full count.
This one in the air, center field. Perez squeezes it, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And next for Minnesota, Dylan Cruz. And first offering is fouled off. Just off the inside edge. On a line out towards center. Perez makes the play, and it's out number 3. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Twins 4 and the Astros nothing. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Royce Lewis. Wexler back to work. Rips one to left. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Tough game for her so far, Boog. Another hit, and they've just been knocking her around through the first 2 plus. She's got to get things back on track. Maybe junk a pitch that isn't working, or she might not last much longer.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. And now for the Twins, John Callahan. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
She's looking for a strikeout or a ball on the ground for a double play to sort of calm this situation down.
And down on strikes he goes. She's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. Got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Albies in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. That one fouled off. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in game 1 of the ALDS. Fights that one away, still 1-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Also really good at that. What I like about this guy, his back stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
On the ground, the short could be 2. He flips it to second in time. And that's 2. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Twins 4 and the Astros nothing. No outs, runners at first and second. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Caught in a rundown now. Tries to get back in time, but they got it. Back here in Houston, and here's the first baseman, Charles McNally.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And first offering is fouled off.
She hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. She's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one just misses.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Slings to first, and 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. At the plate, Brooks Lee. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. And now the Twins catcher, Blake Mitchell. In there at the knees. It's 0-1. Mitchell measures 6 feet even, 26 years old, a former first-round pick. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 down.
Well, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
2 outs. What a stop. Gathers and throws. Nicely done for the out. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Twins 4 and the Astros 2. Game 1 of the division series. And now the right fielder, Dylan Cruz. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And the pitch is in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Takes it himself, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. So up next for Minnesota, Royce Lewis. And a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away here in Game 1 of the ALDS.
Well, Boog, after watching the first inning of this one, you would not have expected that this pitcher would be in such a groove and still in the ball game at this point.
Ball to strike. And there's a ball. Foul ball there. Got him swinging. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, she's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
2 down, base is empty. Riley Green getting ready to hit. Just missed.
That's the ball.
2 down, nobody on. We're at the top of the 5th. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 2. Bounce to the right side, and foul ball. And a 2-1 hammered the foul. That one out to right, Burley. Brings it in for the 3rd out. One out. Runners at 1st and 2nd. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's what it was. If you swing at it, hit a broken bat, you drag back to the dugout. The last thing she wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Hard ground ball for a base stop. And they stop him at 3rd, so base is loaded with 1 away.
All over that one right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Here's Josh Young.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Fastball up the middle. That's a base hit. One runs in. Caught in between, trying for third now. Tags the runner for one. Top six. Now it's the Twins DH, John Callahan.
Well, you got to give her credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but she's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. That shows you a lot about her mental makeup as a pitcher.
Wexler back to work. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Perez under it. Makes the grab, and there's one down.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Well, here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Both two in this one. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. 1-0. On the ground to the left. Young tosses to first, and Albies is retired. 2 outs, base is empty. And next for Minnesota, Charles McNally. In for a strike, 0-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Swinging a foul straight back. Goes down looking. Nothing across here this half. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Astros 7 and the Twins 4. So 2 down, and stepping in for the Astros, Addie Wexler. She is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like she could thrive in one of those sports too. She swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Time asked for at the plate. Maybe an attempt to break up the rhythm that he's got going on the mound right now. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and she'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ground ball right side. Fires over to first. That is the inning. So they go quietly there. On to the 7th year in Game 1. It's the Astros 7 and the Twins 4. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Edgar Mitre.
Series to say a must-win game, but when you've got home field advantage, it's a luxury, but you have to protect it. Huge win in Game 1 to set the tone.
Final here today, 8-4 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shamley saying so long.